What's going on, guys? It's Alex. So today I wanted to talk to you about a subject that a lot of you guys are going to find boring as shit. A lot of you guys probably don't even want to hear. And it's weight reduction. So I see a lot of guys out there that are running low numbers like a 10-0, a 9-0, 11-0. And they need that little extra to, get to the next level. A lot of guys running low 10s want to hit that high 9. And they've done every modification they think possible in terms of weight reduction, besides, removing body parts to make the car as light as possible. And they just can't get to that right number where they want to be. So what they tend to do is they tend to go to the track on a day that has really good weather, a track that has really good track prep, a day that has, negative numbers in the density altitude to get, to hopefully break into the 9s, break into the 10s, break into the 8s, whatever. So I see a lot of guys putting out there about, questions about fiberglass hoods, carbon fiber hoods. Our hoods are light to begin with. 2011 through 2014 Mustangs have, I believe, aluminum hoods, and they're super light from the factory. So the next best thing is to get a fiberglass is not really going to weigh that much less. So you're going to have to be looking at carbon fiber, and you're looking at, thousands of dollars to dump into a carbon fiber hood to lose what? 5 pounds, maybe? I don't know. And then the doors, there are carbon fiber doors, and then you're going to lose, or hope to lose, if you're lucky, to 20, 30 pounds on a carbon fiber anything, deck lid, door, hood. But there's one thing that no one even talks about, is their own weight. Some guys, they get out of the service, or, they grow up and they think they can still eat like a teenager. And I have firsthand knowledge of this. When I was in my teens, I could eat whatever the fuck I wanted. I could eat like a fucking pig, horse, motherfucker, and not gain a pound. I was at 175 from the age of 17 to the age of 21. Right when I hit in my mid-20s, fuck that. I got fat. I literally got fat. So a lot of guys that I see having weight reduction problems with their Mustang or any race car fail to notice that they can lose a lot of weight themselves and in turn make their car faster. A lot of you guys are big boys. Hey, look, I was up to 242 pounds at one point at 5'11". That's not a good look. It's just not a good look. Right now, I'm at about 205. I hover between 199 and like 207. That's where I hover, and I'm pretty comfortable there. I'd love to be lower, but there's no real reason to get any lower. I'm not really looking to reduce much weight. I don't want to starve myself. I don't want to look like a skeleton. But a lot of you guys are hefty, and you could lose 40 pounds in a heartbeat. All you need to do is a couple simple things. So instead of buying a couple $1,000 carbon fiber hood, couple $1,000 doors and deck lid, why not lose some weight yourself? Now, I'm not being critical. I'm trying to help, because a lot of guys don't know what to eat, what not to eat. If you go to the gym, like right now what's happening is a lot of guys go to the gym and they want to get in shape, and the first thing they do is they go to the bench press machine and they bench press the shit out of everything. Then they go to the squat rack and they squat everything. Then they go to the pull down machine and they pull down forever. You know what happens 2 days later? They're so fucking sore, they don't want to go to the gym ever again. They're like, fuck that shit, I'm sore. When what they should be doing is get on the treadmill and stay on that fucking treadmill. Don't run. Just walk. Walk for a long ass fucking time. Walk for an hour. They got like Planet Fitness. I know you guys might make fun of Planet Fitness, but for $10 a fucking month, they got machines that'll do plenty for what you need. You get in front of the fucking treadmill and just, put on your headphones and watch TV. Watch a whole football game. And just stay on that fucking treadmill. Don't even fucking bother with the weights. Don't bother with the weights, because if you want to lose weight, get on the treadmill, do some light cardio. And in the first, month, you're probably going to lose 10 pounds. Even if you maintain your current eating habits, you're going to just lose about 10 pounds. And you're going to be like, wow, but then you're going to plateau. Then you're going to just I can't lose anymore. So then you might want to do cardio first for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Then you go to the weights. And you know what you do with the weights? You do compound movements. What's a compound movement, Alex? Bench pressing is a compound movement. Deadlifting is a compound movement, meaning you work multiple muscle groups in one movement. Deadlift does it really well. Bench pressing does it really well. It works triceps, chest, some shoulder. I see big guys isolating shoulders or doing shrugs. And I'm like, why the fuck are they isolating those muscles? They have a big, gigantic belly. They should be on the treadmill and stay on the treadmill for a long ass time. So I think for weight reduction purposes, now that it's wintertime and a lot of people aren't racing unless you live in the South, I think it's a good idea just to get into the gym and don't kill it with the weights thinking you're fucking Ron Coleman and, jerking weights all over the place, because you're going to be sore and you're not going to want to go back to the gym. Get on the treadmill. Go for a long ass walk. And then we'll talk about diet. Diet is the second hardest thing to sort of overcome. And I reached that level about 2-3 years ago. Met my girlfriend. She was a fit woman and I was a big fat load and I didn't know it. So we went to the gym a couple times and, I was able to lift, decent stuff, but I still looked like a fat guy. A year in, I didn't look like a guy that worked out. I looked like a chubby guy still. And I was like, wow, I'm here 5 times a week for an hour and a half, an hour each time. And I don't look like I work out. I'm strong, I could lift heavy stuff and things, but I don't look, like I want to look. And I still weighed up in the high 220s, mid 220s after 1 year of working out. Then I noticed that I was eating a lot of carbs. I would eat a bowl of fucking pasta. I would eat cookies. I would eat lasagna up the ass, crackers, soda. Holy shit, soda. So what I started doing is looking up a lot of fitness stuff on YouTube, and I found out that I had the worst diet on earth. I thought I could still eat whatever I wanted to eat and still go to the gym and think I'd be okay. Once I started really keeping track of my carbs, I saw a dramatic weight loss, and the muscle that I was building throughout that year started to show up. I'm like, oh, hey, there's the bicep, there's this, there's that. So what I did is I went 100 carbs or less a day. For 1 week, I did under 50. That was very difficult. If you notice on the back of every label, when you look at the carbs that are on the back of anything you eat, they tend to be a little high. So what you want to do is you want to try to maintain that level low. So you could start off, if you're a big dude and you're used to eating a bunch of crap, start at like under 200. Then after that, when you're a little more comfortable, under 150, then under 100. If you're hardcore and you can do under 50, you're the man. Chicken. You know why a lot of bodybuilders eat chicken? There's 0 carbs in chicken. There's actually 0 carbs in bacon. It has some fat, but there's 0 carbs in chicken and bacon and cheese. Chicken, bacon, cheese, no carbs, or very little carbs. So I would make recipes all the time that had things like that. Chicken breast, not chicken thighs, not chicken wings, chicken breast, okay? So a lot of guys, instead of looking for carbon fiber hoods, carbon fiber parts, carbon fiber this, BMR, fucking weight reduction bullshit, you could lose 40 pounds. And you know how hard it is to lose 40 pounds out of a race car that has already 40, pretty much every weight reduction thing ever done? Imagine, if you lose 40 pounds and you're in the 10-0 range, you really don't think that losing 40 pounds is going to make a big difference when it comes time for you to test it and make sure you hit that, single digit number, or maybe 1099 or 899 if you're in the 9-0s. So, if you guys want some more real advice, I'm sorry to come at you with a real video that gives you real advice. I know you guys like my stupid tuning videos and all that crap with the flathead and the Monster Energy shit. But in all actuality, you guys might want to look at yourselves when it comes to weight reduction, and that in turn will make your car faster. So if you guys want more tips, more tricks, things that I've actually experienced at the gym in terms of health, I'm not the healthiest guy in the world, I'm not the most cut guy in the world, but I know what I'm talking about when it comes to certain fitness aspects. So, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, make sure to hit them up in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.